Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. This is Hawaii Knife and Gear Review. Today I wanted to bring you two cheap Chinese knives and talk to you a little bit about them. The first one is the Ganzo F720 or G720 depending on which site you see it on. And I actually have done a whole video on this knife. It comes in a black Firebird box. Inside the box is this nice bag, and this is a larger size folder with Ganzo's stolen axis type lock. It is 440C stainless steel, G10 handles, nice pocket clip, glass breaker, blah blah blah. I like this knife a lot. I always have. I've had several of them. As maybe my 2 subscribers have seen, I have already done a video on this. The reason I'm bringing this out is because I also just recently got another cheap Chinese folding knife by a company I had never heard of before called Jaiheng, and came in this nice black and yellow gift box, bubble wrap on the inside. Axis lock as well. This one comes with a D2 tool steel blade, which I have not tested yet, but according to them, I'm assuming it is Chinese D2. I do have access at my work to an XL PMI analyzer gun, so I will test this one at some point and confirm if it is actually D2 steel. But I do like this knife. I think I paid $18 total for this versus $20 for the Ganzo. It is pretty comfortable in the hand. I would say, the exception of maybe this little extra notch at the pinky area, depending on your hand size. It's a comfortable knife. The lock works well, smooth. It's got good action. They say it's on bearings. I have not taken it apart. Can actually give it a flick and it opens up. It does drop shut all the way. So for $18, I was, needless to say, pretty impressed with this. Like all knives and most knife people, I assume, I wanted to check the sharpness on it. So I don't really have very much hair on my arms. And sometimes I'll shave this little patch of skin on the back of my hand. Come to find out, as I'm shaving, I look down and I'm missing skin. So after checking, come to realize this is, in fact, one of the sharpest knives I have seen. Got an extremely fine edge to it, and just really did an excellent job on the sharpening on this knife. Definitely impressed for 18 bucks. I mean, you get for less than $20 these days. Apparently in China, according to Jaiheng, you should get a high quality D2 tool steel blade with stainless liners, cutouts to reduce the weight, a nice deep carry pocket clip, lanyard hole, very comfortable axis lock to it. It actually works one thumb, one side if you choose. Definitely impressed with this one. They have several other models in the same brand, different blade shapes and a couple different locking styles. So I think I may pick up some of their other stuff. I'm not opposed to cheap Chinese knives. Ganzo does a pretty good job with their stuff. They have also started making some in D2 tool steel, which I think think is an upgrade for them from the 440C stainless that they've been using. Apparently enough of their customers probably complained that they should start using a better steel, so I did also recently pick up the FH13, is that what that is? Yeah, FH13 in D2 steel, and upon receiving this one, also very sharp right out of the box. I usually test sharpness, at least check to see if it will push cut straight down through paper, which this one does. This one actually can flip the pocket clip both sides. Frame lock with, I don't know, maybe 25% lockup. Bearings on the inside, so the action's nice and smooth on this. Relatively lightweight. Pretty aggressive style jimping, but it's actually not uncomfortable in the hand right here at the thumb. Jimped on the flipper tab. Small backspacer, I'm assuming is made out of G10, but not bad. This one was a little bit more. This one was about 30 bucks, shipped to my door off of eBay. So the Ganzos, plenty of people review Ganzos. They're pretty well known as being a cheaper Chinese knife. Their quality is decent. I absolutely wish that they would make this knife in D2 steel as well, because this is my favorite design from them. It's a good beefy knife. It's really comfortable. The 440C, I had one that I carried for a long time, and it's pretty sharp out of the box. I mean, it's definitely, you could get it sharper if you wanted to than what they send it out of the box, but it's not terrible, especially for $20. It's not exactly push cut sharp, it's more sawing sharp. Their satin finish does show fingerprints and whatnot, but it does hold up pretty well to usage. The one that I originally had and carried for a long time, the blades still look great. It doesn't hold a great edge, but you can get it sharp pretty easily. I'm actually a little upset because the original one that I had, the liners did not have cutouts to reduce the weight, and the one thing I like best about this knife is how heavy it is. So I ended up losing that one in the woods and never found it again, so when I reordered another one, they're all cut out at this point. I guess unless you happen to find one of the really old ones floating around before they started cutting out the liners, this is what you get when you get the F720. But as far as Jaiheng, I'm gonna give this company a thumbs up. I'm pretty impressed with their level of quality for $18. Just in case you'd like to see it again, it is very, very sharp. Well, there you go. That's what I got for today for cheap Chinese knives, Ganzo, and Jaiheng. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I'm doing my best to post new content. This is, I think, my third video in 2 days, so I'm on a roll at this point. If you're still watching, I appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thanks.